Hey dog lovers, this is Have Dog Will Travel. I'm Josh Henry.
And I'm Christy Vaughn, and we are here inside of Brewster's Ice Cream with franchisee Shelly Rockmore. Welcome, Shelly.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you for so much for letting us. We're actually in the back room where your average customer does not get to go.
Where all the magic is made.
Yeah, seeing the unseen parts of the Brewsters. Shelly, tell us a bit about you and your dogs. Did you grow up with dogs? What kind of dogs do you have now?
I always had a dog. I don't remember a point in my life where I didn't have a dog in the house. Of course, they're house dogs, not outside dogs. Right now I have 2 boxers. Love the boxers. But I've had lab mixes, poodles, mutts. Gotta love the mutts. You name it, pretty much, some type of a breed. I've had it along the way.
Nice. Tell us about your boxers. Where you got them and what they are and all that.
So this is a funny story. My husband, of course, I've been bringing dogs home for years, different ones I find, along the way. And at one point he said, no more dogs unless we get a boxer, because he grew up with boxers. I was literally driving to work to Brewster's one day, and there was a lady right outside of Brewster's holding up a sign that said boxer puppies. Oh. So I bought my first boxer at Brewster's.
That's meant to
Wow.
be.
Yeah.
That is kismet.
And it was funny. I had to leave work, take him back home, and then go back to work. So I ended up contacting the same breeder a year later and getting a little sister for him a year or 2 later. So they're actually bloodline brothers and sisters.
That's
And
awesome.
they're awesome.
What are their names?
Jaeger, yes, Jägermeister, and Skylar.
Oh, love
Yeah,
it.
That's
Jaeger was
great.
taken home during a football game Sunday, and the guys were all watching NFL football in the basement, and I come home with this little puppy, so they named him Jägermeister. So
That's
there you go.
perfect.
There's a boy and a girl?
Yes, boy
Skylar's
and girl,
girl.
brother and sister,
Nice.
inseparable.
Oh, Shelly, what is your favorite thing about dogs?
They're unconditional love. I mean, you come home and they're just so happy to see you, and they're just, that's it, the
Too
unconditional
happy
love.
sometimes.
Yeah, well, too happy sometimes.
In the case of some dogs. Right, Stella? Yeah, we're trying to break her of a jumping up on the door when she sees us coming in.
Right.
Have it and
Or on us.
and on us, yeah.
The boxers are strong. But yeah, the unconditional love, the joy they bring, it's just so quiet without pets. There's always something going on when you have the dog in the house.
Yeah.
They're sweet.
Yeah. So do you have any favorite dog stories, funny dog stories, whether it is specific to something that happened here or at home or wherever?
Well, something very cute here at Brewster's is there was a group of therapy dogs that would go to the retirement home right down the street. And once a week, this little group of therapy dogs would come here for the reward. And it was very cute. There was probably 8 of them that would all meet up.
Oh, that's
And they
cute.
had their little vests on, and they would come to Brewster's, like, I don't know if it was every Wednesday, but it was very, very, very cute.
Oh, I love
I
that.
actually, for years, would see those dogs. And that was like a fun little special thing at work.
That's
I
precious.
bet they looked forward to that.
They
too.
did. They
I
get
feel like
excited. They know
would-
where they are.
Right. They would look forward to their treat.
Yeah.
Because it's a very, very good treat to get.
I think something about the big red and white awning on these buildings as well, they know exactly where they are.
Yep.
And just in case some of our listeners aren't familiar with Brewster's, we should probably add in that they actually have dog ice cream available.
Yes.
And so that's one of the cool things about bringing your dog here is that you can enjoy ice cream with your dog. And if you follow our Instagram, you probably saw a while back there was a pajama day that we brought Stella to, and we posted some videos of her enjoying doggy ice cream. So that's what she's looking forward to today. She's working hard right now so she can get some ice cream.
Laying quietly on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Snoozing.
AKA working hard.
Honestly, and to be totally transparent, I didn't even know that was a thing at Brewster's either until we came for that day, because it was I think wear your pajamas and you got a free cone or something like that, and so we all came and dressed Stella up, and did it even say? I think it said to bring your pets or something, right? In the
I
pajama
think
thing?
we just did. We just dressed her in pajamas as well because that's what we do.
Right.
And we just went for it, and it was great. It was
Yeah.
a fun little morning.
So that was also our introduction to puppy ice cream at Brewster's being a thing, and that was when it kind of got on our radar that it's a dog-friendly
Yes,
place.
very much so. From day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, from day one. That was part of the training manual. I remember when I trained to open the store.
Wow,
You
really?
you have this, and you have your hot fudge sundae and your milkshakes. Doggy Sunday.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, make sure there's milk bones in the store.
Oh.
And It's a little scoop of vanilla ice cream with a milk bone. So it was part of the opening package and part of the menu.
I love that.
Wow.
That is so
that's
cool.
yeah, that's part of the protocol
Yes,
and whatever is
absolutely.
to make sure you're a dog friendly place.
Yes, absolutely.
Love hearing that.
That's great. Now, do you travel with your boxers, or do you have any fun travel stories?
You know, I don't with the boxers. I have one that travels well and one that does not. So as far as taking them to the park, or when my kids were little, taking them to the baseball park, they like local travel. But as far as taking them on the road, I have not yet.
That's fine. Do you have a favorite place in this area where you take them? Is there a favorite park or trail or anything?
We actually just live in a nice sidewalked neighborhood that they love to walk around.
Okay.
You know, again, the male boxer, great. I could take him anywhere. The female she's 2 miles down the street and she's stressed out in the car. So we just try to keep her local. We have them outside a lot, though. They love to run. They love to play.
I have to ask, 'cause again, we're inside this Brewster's. Do you get used to the smell in here?
Yes.
Because, oh my God, it smells so
It's
good.
delicious.
That's
And-
waffle cones baking. We do get. I'm so used to it. But
Yeah.
it's the
Probably
fresh
just
baked-
don't smell
How
Fresh
long does
baked
it
waffle
take?
cones.
How long before you're like, oh yeah, I don't notice this insanely
gosh.
good, sugary, delicious.
I don't know, but I'm just so used to it. It goes for miles. Like you can go outside and that waffle cone smell, you can smell it all out around the
wow.
building.
I don't know if we asked, how long have you been doing this? Have you been running this
This
location?
particular store, this Brewster's in Snellville, I opened it in 1996.
Wow.
So, and
okay.
something interesting, the first 3, possibly 4 franchises in Atlanta, we all are from the hometown in Western Pennsylvania where the first Brewster's originated.
Oh,
So we
cool.
were all familiar with the product, with the founder, and when he came to Atlanta trying to sell, we all knew the concept, and that's why the first 3 or 4 owners in Atlanta were all from that little Western Pennsylvania town.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Did
That's a
not know
cool
that.
little
Yeah.
tidbit. I love it.
Now, I know you said you don't have the chance to travel with your dogs much, but if you did, and if you could, in some magical hypothetical situation, regardless of how you get there or whatever, take them anywhere in the world, where would you take them and why?
Having boxers, I would take them to the beach just because they're so fun. I could just see mine playing in the surf and trying to bite the waves. They love the sprinklers at home. If we turn on,
Yeah.
that's the energy. We turn on the sprinklers in the yard and they bite the water coming out and they run and play like little kids. So water, I would take mine to the beach.
Nice.
Aw.
Well, which beach? Because obviously for the dogs it can be any beach, but for you personally, where would you want? What
I have
beach would
the
you
exact
want?
spot. I was in Hilton Head Island,
Uh-huh.
which is a flat, kind of a firm beach, and we were staying next to a residential area. And I went out one morning, and it looked like maybe the neighborhood had a group of dogs that would all meet on the beach, and it was just such a nice area for dogs because it wasn't the thick sand or the and they were all running around and playing, and somebody had a tennis ball, and it was like the perfect spot on the beach for dogs. And I actually, since that day, thought I would love to bring my dogs to the beach. And Hilton Head has that nice. Not too hot,
Yeah. Were they allowed off leash, or were people just kind of going for it?
I think they were off leash there, but it was a private part where
Oh,
the
okay.
residents.
Oh,
It's
that's
close to where
neat.
I was staying, but I could see them 20, 30 yards away, and it was homes. So it was a
Right.
private spot right there.
I
All
bet
right.
those dogs were having the
They
best
were having
day.
a blast. Having a blast.
Why do you think it's important for your guests here to be able to bring their dogs with them to Brewster's?
It's just somewhere to be able to take your pet. There's not a lot of places that you can actually get in the car with your kids and your pet and go, other than the park. And, we have a lot of families that bring the dogs and get the little doggy Sunday and just sit as a family with their pet at a picnic table. I think it's just a neat thing. There's, you can't take them inside many places in Atlanta. So having somewhere outside to go that's pet friendly is a rare find right now.
Yeah.
I feel like.
It's becoming a bit more common because
Right.
I think people are starting to embrace dogs as part of the family more than just this thing you own that
Right.
And so now they're becoming like Stella is our kid, so
Yeah,
it's beginning
absolutely.
to become a bit more of a thing, which is really great to see, and it's awesome to see businesses like Brewster's that welcome them and embrace that.
Right.
Tell us, and I'm not going to ask you to give away any trade secrets or anything, but tell us more about these dog sundaes and what goes into it.
It's simply just vanilla ice cream, and we don't give a lot because we know it's, not good for them to have a lot. We give them a small, call it a baby scoop, something we would give to a toddler,
Uh-huh.
and you put the milk bone in it, and they love it. they don't really care about the milk bone. They like the ice cream.
Oh yeah, we
they're all
Very
about
know
good.
for sure they love it.
Yeah, they love the ice cream. And of course, no chocolate, just vanilla, and they love
Sure.
it.
What tips or what do you think people should know before bringing their dogs to Brewster's?
Of course, keep them on a leash. As you know, having this sweet, friendly pit, there are people that are afraid of dogs or that are, a little standoffish. So just be aware. Be aware of the other people around.
Sure.
We all love our dogs. We all trust them. Other people aren't always as trusting as us. So just be aware of the surroundings. I've never had a problem. I had a Great Pyrenees out front the other day, this big, beautiful white dog, and I could see a little girl standing back a little bit. And, just be aware that not everybody is going to be as welcoming as us. But, I've never had an issue. The dogs
That's
have
good to
always
hear.
been wonderful. And, of course, I think people are responsible enough. They're not going to bring a pet up here that's not people-friendly.
Sure.
I mean,
Well,
but it hasn't happened yet.
You'd be considerate, I think, is a
Yes.
great note, and you'd be surprised though. Some people just aren't. Well, I don't know if it's that it's that surprising, but a lot of people they don't take those kind of things into consideration. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but we had, at least on the podcast, we had an accident with one of our other dogs one time inside a Home Depot, and Home Depots, most of them are generally dog friendly, and you can bring them in.
Accident
And
meaning
walk
like
around.
bathroom accident, not
Right.
like a
Not like an incident.
not like a bloody accident or
Yeah.
anything.
So our dog Sadie took a rather large poo in the middle of a Home Depot. And of course we were very
So
apologetic and
embarrassed.
cleaned it up, and the Home Depot employee just was so grateful and praising us, and I'm like, I don't feel like that's deserved because we're just doing what you're supposed to
Right,
do.
Right.
But it kind of made me, it's kind of a drag to think about how many people might let that just sit there
I've
and
had
not
that happen before.
She said a lot too. They just
Yeah.
ignore it or leave it.
I had that happen at one of our locations where the dog took a poo outside and the customer walked off.
Ugh.
And actually, other customers saw him and made him go clean it up, but then told me about it after the fact. Of course, we would have cleaned it up.
Sure.
But yeah, there are dog owners that are not as considerate, I guess, is a good way to put it.
Yeah, that's a drag. Now, are there any Brewster locations that you know of that have indoor seating, or is it all this window service setup?
Indoor seating is out there. In Atlanta, I don't believe
Okay.
there are any. But I know they are building all over the United States, and there are newer models that do have indoor seating. I do believe there's some Florida stores that have indoor seating, but as far as I know in Atlanta, the general area, no.
Okay.
You have a great space here. I was walking around with Stella before we started, and it's beautiful. And you have the gazebo in the back, and it's just a really nicely landscaped and pretty location.
It is. And this is one of the first stores in Atlanta, and we were fortunate enough to get a bigger chunk of land 20-something years ago.
Right.
This piece of land today probably would cost a lot more. So we do have this big, beautiful yard and all this parking, which is very, very nice. You don't see a lot of this, a lot of a site this big.
Yeah, there's a lot of green space outside where, again, if you bring your dog here, they can walk around and, stretch their legs and so on.
Do their business, and
Yeah.
then their humans pick up after them.
Yes.
Now, is there a favorite rescue group or dog charity that you like? Do you have a favorite?
So we used to do a lot with the Gwinnett Humane Society. We actually were one of the sponsors in Hogs for Dogs, a motorcycle ride that they had
I've
years
heard that.
ago. Yeah, years ago. We're always happy to do anything with any rescue group that reaches out to us if we're able. So I'm willing and able to do more. But we've kind of lost touch with the Gwinnett Humane Society. I guess the volunteers that we worked with is what happens. You lose touch with the ones that call you, but we're here. Call us.
What kind of dog-specific events have you done in the past, or, what do you think is a great way that Brewsters would love to be able to contribute to a dog event?
Any way that we can. We do have mobile carts that we can go out. I believe we took the cart to the Hogs to Dogs, gave out free ice cream. I don't
Oh.
think we charged for it. There's no way we would have charged for a charity event. Donation of product. I think we were on the back of their T-shirt, if I remember correctly. We
Oh.
bought the ad for the back of the T-shirt. They actually thought about doing an adoption here, but ruled that out for some reason. I don't know that was a thing that was safe enough to do for the animals.
Mm-hmm.
They like to keep it, in their location. But whatever we can do to help. I mean, we're limited, but we're always willing to give out free product or be there.
Sure. Well, and the willingness that's
Right.
huge. I
The
mean, that's the
willing,
biggest
yeah.
thing.
And
Yeah.
people will always accept ice cream.
Yes. If we're able to be there.
Right.
And we're getting into the summer months, so
Yes.
it's,
perfect.
actually, as yesterday was our first official day of summer, so
Yes.
now it is officially summer in the South, so I'm sure,
Hot.
yeah.
Go out there to your local Brewster's and get some ice cream and some dog ice cream.
Yeah. Now, I believe it's the 30th anniversary of Brewster's is coming up?
30th anniversary, 30 years.
Wow. And so do you guys have anything special planned here for the month of July for the 30th anniversary?
Just a big party. Just a big party. It depends on weather, of course, but maybe some jumpy things and specials for the kids and
And what day are
Some
you doing
giveaways.
that?
I'm not quite sure. Again, it's so weather driven.
Sure, yeah.
We'll probably plan out a day closer to the time and just see what looks. It'll be a weekend, of course, but if one weekend looks like it's going to be rainy or not as nice, we might pick a different weekend for it.
We've got all month to be flexible.
Yes,
so.
definitely. We're so weather driven.
How do you communicate it to the public? Through social media?
Social media. Social
Okay.
media definitely is the way to go. We actually have an app now, a Sweet Rewards app that we're
Ooh.
able to blast out
Oh, nice.
information on, and people that are members of our Sweet Rewards program get discounts and coupons and all kinds of things through that. So I'm sure it'll be run through there as well.
And where can people find that app? What is it called?
Brewster's Sweet Rewards.
Perfect.
Okay.
They can sign up on their iPhone or
Okay.
Android, download the Brewster's app. You can do it on a computer as well.
Okay.
I think handheld's the way to go because everybody carries it around, but you can do it on the computer as well.
Now, as far as social media goes, I'm pretty sure Brewster's has their own corporate account, but each franchise has their own, or at least
Facebook.
most of them have their own Instagram presence, right? And Facebook.
Facebook and Instagram.
How do we find this one on Facebook and Instagram?
Facebook would be Brewster's Snellville. Instagram, I'm not sure that we have an Instagram for this one.
No?
right
Okay.
now. I think corporate does most of that.
Gotcha.
All right. So go to Facebook and look up Brewster Snellville and bring your pup by.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be on the lookout for that 30th anniversary celebration happening in the month of July at numerous Brewster's locations. I guess probably all of them
Absolutely.
across the
National
country.
Ice Cream Month.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So that's perfect. It's like the perfect blend.
Yes.
Celebration.
Perfect time to open a Brewster's National Ice Cream Month.
Right.
really.
That must have been his plan all along.
Shelley, thank you so much for your time. It's been really awesome getting to sit here and chat with you and smell this delicious
Yes.
aroma through the air and definitely learn some stuff.
We did.
Now we
Anything
have to
else
get
you'd like to add? Or?
No, we just need to get you guys some ice cream.
Oh, I'm all about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Stella's
we're,
ready.
We're ready. Stella's been ready.
So guys, check Brewster's out. And again, we have a bad habit of not plugging our own social media stuff. So we're on all the things, but our website is havedogwilltravelpodcast.com. We're on Instagram at havedogwilltravelpodcast. And Facebook is, wait for it, guess what?
Have Dog Will Travel podcast.
So that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll see you next time. Remember, if you want to take Fido on a trip, but you're worried it could all unravel,
Just listen to us. Have Dog Will Travel. Hey, dog lovers. Welcome to Have Dog Will Travel. I'm Christy Vaughn.
And I'm Josh Henry, and today we are having our first ever Skype interview, and we are speaking with Jennifer Brinker. And Jennifer, tell us your title and what you do at Brewster's.
Sure. Well, thank you for having us on your show, the Brewster's brand. I am the Vice President of Marketing at Brewster's Real Ice Cream. And we have close to 200 stores across the country, and I lead all of the marketing efforts for those stores.
Wow, that sounds like quite the endeavor.
It's a fun endeavor.
Yeah?
How can you not be happy, right, when you're marketing ice cream,
That's
very true.
right?
It's definitely a product that generally everyone you meet is a fan of.
That's right. We serve happiness daily here at Brewster's.
I will concur.
Sounds like a happy place to work.
It's a happy place to work.
And so you guys have your 30th anniversary coming up, yeah?
We do. We will be around for 30 years on July 13th, 1989. That's when our first store in Bridgewater, PA opened. And Bridgewater, PA is a suburb of the Pittsburgh market in Beaver County, Pennsylvania.
And that's where your corporate headquarters is now, yeah?
It is. That's correct.
And that coincides with National Ice Cream Month.
It does. There's a lot of great things going on that month. Not only our anniversary, but National Ice Cream Month and National Ice Cream Day.
And
July as well.
both of our birthdays.
And my birthday too.
What?
Really?
That's incredible. What day is your birthday?
Mine is July 30th.
That's so funny. I'm July 5th.
And I'm July 15th.
Oh, see? A lot of great stuff to talk about in July.
Pretty great month.
It's our
all
favorite
around.
month.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, Jennifer, let's talk dog stuff. Do you tell us about your dog experience and situation in life? Did you grow up with dogs? Do you have dogs now, and so on?
Yeah. So I was actually in high school when we got our first dog growing up.
Mhm.
We had a little Yorkshire Terrier.
Cute.
And I have a puppy now, but we've only had for a year, a little Havanese puppy. His name is
Aw.
Jack, and he's just the world to us. He just makes us so happy with that unconditional love that he brings to us every day.
Aw,
Oh.
Yeah.
it's a good name.
He just turned a year in June, so he's still a little pup.
Oh.
How long can you call puppies puppies? Until they're what age? I don't even know.
We've had this discussion
We
before.
have, and I feel like I call them puppies even when they're older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a real clear,
Yeah.
hard cut line as when they're, suddenly an adult.
I know, because they're always your babies to you, right?
Always.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I told Stella's age by the amount of months up until she just turned 2, and so now she's just 2. I've stopped doing the months, but I felt like that was a good time to
And
transition.
I've encouraged him to continue using months because that's what parents do,
That's what parents do. That's
right?
it.
So it's
I
okay.
agree.
Jennifer, what's your favorite thing about dogs?
Well, they're unconditional love. Who better than to have a puppy greet you when you come home with such excitement? And they just make the family happy.
Yeah, they are this pretty constant source of positive
Constant
energy
source.
and love.
Yes.
Even when they're being bad.
Even when they're being bad, you can't be mad at them because they're too darn
Exactly.
cute.
Yeah, it's not malicious. A lot of the things they do that are quote unquote bad, it's not like they're doing something to be like, I'm trying to make you angry or whatever.
No.
Unlike people, right?
Unlike people, yeah. I come home to, when in his early puppy stage, when he, was biting the carpet and making a little bit, I couldn't be mad at him because he looked at you with that little face like, well, you were gone for a few hours. I needed something to do.
Exactly. Well, we're always looking for good, funny dog stories because it's something that we can all relate to and is always endearing. So do you have any funny dog stories you'd like to share with us?
Oh, yeah. Jack, he loves to sit on the top of the couch and look out the window. and he barks at the birds. Every time I put him out on the back deck, he runs right to the tree that's near the back deck like he's talking to his bird friends. It's comical. Yeah.
That's cute.
It's like they're his little friends.
Yeah,
that he sees every day.
We call Stella our neighborhood watch because she loves to just put her head in the window and watch, whatever's going on in the neighborhood and bark when necessary and often when not necessary.
Right.
Birds and squirrels and the garbage man and
Yeah.
UPS.
Anybody walking on the street past the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Apparently in her mind, anyone that just walking by the house is considered a home invasion.
Right.
Now, I know you haven't had Jack for too long, but have you ever taken him on a trip? And if so, what was your favorite?
You know what? We have never taken him on a trip, but I got to tell you, my daughter plays every weekend in this travel fast pitch softball league,
Uh-huh.
and she's 15. And when he was a puppy, I used to bring him to the games last summer and just keep him in a little wagon in the shade.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute. I bet he loved that.
he loves it. And anytime you say to him, you want to go for a ride? He perks up. He starts jumping at my legs, going over to where his leash is on the by the kitchen hook and he's so excited. He knows exactly what you're telling him.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute. Did he like watching the games?
Well, you know what? He was such a little puppy then. Most of the time he slept.
Oh.
Of course. That's what
Yeah.
puppies do, right?
It was like a newborn baby, right? They just sleep in their stroller. He was sleeping in the wagon.
don't know if we could take Stella to a ball game because she would probably think the ball was for her.
Right. She would chase all
She
the balls.
would. We take her fishing sometimes, and when we cast, she tries to go after it because anytime
yeah, of course.
she sees movement,
Yeah.
it's like instinct for her.
She's
So
actually fallen out of a boat before trying
Oh my
to go
gosh.
after the line I was casting.
I think
I haven't
involved
brought
a
them to
ball.
a game yet this season because they just started their tournaments this past weekend, and you weren't allowed to bring dogs to this particular park that they were playing at.
Oh,
So I'm anxious to see how he does, next weekend when I can take him, because he's probably going to want to do the same thing and chase the ball.
Absolutely.
you'll have to let us know. I'm
I
curious.
will. I'll keep you posted.
The disadvantage of doing a Skype meeting, of course, is that you don't get to meet Stella, who's now laying so peacefully at our feet and being a sweet little baby.
Stella. What kind of dog is Stella again?
She's a pit bull.
Pit bull. Yeah.
Just turned 2 last month, and she's a sweetheart.
Now, do you have 2 dogs or just the one?
Well,
We have total 4.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, 2 French bulldogs and a pit bull and a pit bull mix. And they're all different ages and sizes and personalities galore. They are quite the bunch when you meet them all together.
I know, but they probably play so nice together, don't they?
generally.
For the most
Yeah.
part, yes. They all have their very different personalities and they interact very differently, one-on-one with each other versus the pack together. It's quite the dynamic.
Right.
But yes, they're fun and they're our zoo.
Right.
Oh, the
But
zoo.
they always have playmates. That's what's nice.
Right.
Yeah.
It is nice.
So let's say you're walking down the street and you see a little shiny lamp and you pick it up and you rub it and a little dog genie comes out and he says, you can take Jack anywhere you would like to take him. You don't have to worry about how you get there or anything like that. Where would you take him and why?
Well, I would take him to Italy because I'm dying to go to Italy.
Oh,
It's
good
on my
answer.
bucket list.
A lot of Europe is apparently very dog friendly.
Yeah. So that is immediately what I would think of.
Nice. I like it. Anywhere specific in Italy?
Oh, no, I just want to see the whole country. I do.
Yeah. If you get to go, I recommend. Have you ever heard of Cinque Terre?
Yes, absolutely.
I've been there. Pretty amazingly beautiful place.
Yeah. I'm full-blooded Italian, not first generation, obviously, but I would love to see the towns where my grandparents grew up, and they're in the middle of Italy and Abruzzo. So I definitely want to go there. Tuscany.
Absolutely.
The whole what's the coast called again? Sardinia? Is that what it's?
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to see I'd like to spend 2 months there. If I could.
With a dog, I feel like that'd be really fun
I
because it's
think
so
so.
dog friendly. I know you can take dogs into restaurants in some places in Europe, and they're just in general they're more dog friendly than we are over here.
Yeah, I think so too.
So let's talk a bit about Brewster's and the dog friendliness of Brewster's. And we heard from Shelly that setting up her franchise and in the training and everything, there was information on how to do the dog treats and make sure you have milk bones, which we thought was really amazing. And so we'd like to hear more about where that came from and why.
Yeah, so that I would say that was in the late 90s or it was before my time. I've only been here for 3.5 years, but because we're such a family-friendly focused brand, and you're creating special memories with your family when you come to Brewster's. And keep in mind, our outside, as you saw, is our dining room because we have walk-up window service at our stores.
Right.
So when you're coming to celebrate the special moments in your lives, that can include your pet's birthday or a special moment in your pet's life as well as you're celebrating the team's win with your children, right?
Absolutely.
So we thought it was very important to include our pets because they are part of our family and offer a free doggy sundae, and they are free. And it is a single scoop of vanilla ice cream with the milk bone on top of the ice cream in a cup.
And it's adorable.
It's adorable.
We've been hearing from so many people, oh yeah, I took my dog to Brewster's for his birthday to get a little treat, or I took, my 2 dogs there after we went to the park to celebrate and, reward them for being good dogs. And
Exactly.
I think it's really neat that you encourage people to include their dogs because that's what this entire podcast is about. We want to highlight experiences and businesses who welcome dogs, not just tolerate them.
Right.
So the fact that you offer something special for dogs really says a lot.
Yeah, and they're free to our pets. You don't have to buy. There's no purchase necessary. You want to treat them like they're part of the family, and like you said, reward them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what at the corporate offices, which is in where the original location is, right? Did I say that before? I guess.
Yeah, in Bridgewater, Pennsylvania.
In Bridgewater, right. So that's where the corporate office is. Is there much of a sense of dog-friendly culture there, or they kind of bring your dog to work days or anything like that, or dog-specific events?
Well, at our store, definitely, we encourage customers to bring their pets. I mean, it's a nationwide promotion at all of our stores, the free Doggy Sundays.
Sure.
But yeah, in our offices, we're very flexible in bringing your dogs to work. I haven't yet because Jack would just be wanting my attention all day, and I would never get any work done. But I consider that this summer, trying it out, just like bring your child to work day. But yeah, our stores definitely partner with a lot of animal rescue fundraising efforts. Our Bridgewater store and our stores across the country, because we're franchise based, they partner with different community focused animal rescue leagues in their areas. We've done a lot of things with Animal Friends at our Bridgewater store here, and even with a lot of different organizations, across Pennsylvania. So we are a pet friendly organization.
That's awesome. And
yeah.
I know, there are franchises, but it sounds like the dog-friendly culture really does start at the corporate level, which I'm sure encourages all of the franchises, all of the stores across the country to do the same.
Yes.
Is there anything specific that you do at the corporate level to encourage the dog friendliness and for everybody to welcome dogs?
Well, I mean, we definitely create all of the graphics that we put on our storefront and encourage our franchisees to promote the free Doggy Sunday.
Yeah.
Shelly may have had that graphics hanging at her store. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Boldly displayed on the front window.
Yeah, exactly. So we definitely take the lead here, and with our social media posts and creating those assets for all of our stores to use to promote our free Doggy Sundays.
That's great.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy for them to kind of get on board with that dog-friendly culture.
It definitely does.
That's great. And is Bridgewater in general a dog-friendly town?
It is. Yeah, there's a lot of families in Bridgewater, and it definitely is a dog-friendly town. It's a nice suburb outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Nice. That's awesome. So you mentioned several rescue groups and charities you guys work with. Is there a favorite or, one that you guys team up with a lot?
I'm not sure. Like I said, every store has their own different rescue organization in their community. So I can't say one's favorite over another, or that we enforce one from a corporate standpoint, because that's the beauty about being a franchise, right? Is that you get involved in your community, your local community.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and Shelly mentioned
I know
that
from a corporate standpoint, we've done things with Animal Friends in the past.
Animal Friends?
Yeah.
Are they based out of Pennsylvania?
They are, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I'll have to look them up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with them, but
yeah, Shelly mentioned in the area she's located in a couple of different ones that they've worked with in the past, and we're talking with her about some future events, trying to team up and bring even more awareness to adoption in that area.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
You're specifically located in what part of Georgia?
basically it's Atlanta.
Yeah, we're located in Atlanta,
proper.
but we kind of go all over Georgia and beyond. So we're really trying to move, outside of the state as well, and hopefully make this, a national thing.
And then
that would be great.
thing.
And then international. And so we can take those trips to Europe and check out all the dog-friendly places.
Absolutely. That would be
Report
wonderful.
back. So that when you're ready to take your trip with Jack, you can listen to that episode and know all the things you got to make sure you do.
Yep, I will follow you along. That would be a great adventure for you guys.
So what's on the agenda for the 30th celebration? I know Kelly talked a little bit about some of the stuff they're doing, but just in a general sense.
Yeah, so nationally we're going to have a sweepstakes where we are asking our customers to enter for a free year's. 3 lucky winners will win a free year's worth of ice cream.
Ooh.
So we're going to promote that on all of our digital and social channels, right? We have a Sweet Rewards loyalty program.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to offer our loyalty members double points on our birthday on July 13th. We're also going to offer them double points on National Ice Cream Day, too, which is the following Sunday, July 21st.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. So capitalizing on our birthday month and National Ice Cream Month, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Why not? Shelly mentioned the Sweet Rewards thing too. I'm a complete rewards fanatic. I have all the apps for all the things I'm into and their rewards programs, and I love that stuff.
I know. I'm the same way, Josh. I have lots of them on my phone.
Can you tell us a little bit about the app and how it works?
Yeah. So it's not just an app, but you can also sign up for the program at brewstersweetrewards.com. So you can sign up via our website or download the app via the Google or Apple Store. But it's a program where you earn a reward, a point for every dollar that you spend. And when you hit $50 or 50 points, you get a $5 reward. And when you join the program, just for joining the program, you get an immediate $3 reward.
Score.
Yeah.
And I think you guys already offer a free cone on if it's your personal birthday, correct?
Well, that's all part of the loyalty program.
Gotcha.
So when you sign up for the program, you also get birthday rewards as well. Yeah.
Oh, we are going to eat a lot of ice cream in July.
Yeah, we've been listing all of the places that offer rewards for your birthday.
Oh yeah, definitely sign up for our app then.
Yeah, and in addition to ours, I have my future brother-in-law, my niece, two of my sisters, and so I think a couple other folks that I'm
July's a busy month.
But yeah, there's a lot of birthdays in July.
That's a lot of ice cream eating in July to reward yourself.
Exactly. Well, Jennifer, I think that's all the questions we have. Anything else you'd like to share with us?
Well, I was going to say, because it's your birthday month in July, and for any consumers that are celebrating National Ice Cream Month in July, we also are launching 2 new product offerings in July for our anniversary.
Ooh.
We're launching a new sea salt caramel with almonds ice cream.
Yes.
And we're launching a peanut butter banana sundae, which is it's chocolate ice cream with hot fudge, peanut butter sauce, and toffee bits.
Wow. Well, you had
bananas,
butter and banana.
And a banana.
I'm one of those. If I ended up on, some Fear Factor situation and I had to eat something gross, I think, but can I put peanut butter on it? Because then
I know, right?
That's a game changer for me.
And when we were at the store this weekend, Josh, tell them what we had.
Oh yeah, for the first time in years, we had a banana split, and it was just like the fond memory I had of it. It was so
classic.
delicious.
I mean, it just had that classic feel to it, and it was enormous.
I know, and you shared it. Did you both share it together?
Oh yes, we
Yeah,
did. We did.
And you know that our ice cream is made fresh daily, right?
Oh
yeah.
At each location, right? It's never deep frozen, and we control the whole process.
And you can tell.
We own the dairy where our cream comes from, and all of our stores make it fresh daily.
Wow. And you can tell. I was saying that the other night when we were dipping into our stash. I was like, this tastes so fresh.
Yeah.
And we saw it being made. So, I mean, we saw the whole process, which was
glad
really
you
cool.
got to see that.
Yeah, it was really neat. Now, Jennifer, can you tell us all the social media stuff that our listeners need to know? Where we can find you and follow you?
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Brewster's Fresh is our handle.
Okay. Awesome.
And it's certainly fresh.
Certainly fresh.
We'll vouch for that for sure.
Yes.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Everyone get to Brewster's in July and celebrate. Download that app. Sign up.
Find your nearest location or drive because it's worth it no matter what.
Yeah. And if you end up at a Brewster's because you listen to this podcast, make sure you tag everybody and let us know.
Yeah. Have Dog Will Travel podcast on all the social media things.
Thank you, Christy and Josh. I really enjoyed talking with you.
You too, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thanks
It was
so
our
much.
pleasure.
All right. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, folks, that wraps it up for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, we are HaveDogWillTravelPodcast.com, and we are on social media at HaveDogWillTravelPodcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So please like and follow and connect with us, and you can see all the photos and videos from all these people that we interview in these places that we go. And
if you want to take Fido on a trip, but you're worried it could all unravel,
just listen to us. Have Dog Will Travel.